Do it now. Hit the button now.
Do it.
Do it. Get to the chopper.
Come with me if you want to live.
Get to the radio. Operate on FT8. Except we can't at the moment because, well, we might be able to. It's just looking a little bit
Dodgy.
It is looking a little bit dodgy this morning. So a couple of weeks ago, I decided that I would, get back on the radio and stream, and I was doing that, and again there was another solar storm at the same time, and it was just like, oh man, I've just picked the very wrong time to get on the radio. We did manage to work a few people, but we'll see how we go today. So
it's like that airplane. Oh, I picked a bad time to stop smoking today. Oh, I picked a bad time to stop shooting up heroin.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure
that we can say. Time to start radio live streaming.
I was going to say, I'm not sure we can use the H word within the first minute of a stream.
I'm quoting a movie. I'm quoting a movie.
Okay. Movie quote. Disclaimer. Movie quote. What's going on, Jim? How are you?
Oh, I'm awesome. Things are well.
Going good?
Going good. Got one video recorded today and got another one I need to work on, but I was too lazy to get started on that. So
what video are you doing? Is it outside? It's got to be outside.
Are you crazy? No, I've told you my people don't like garlic or crosses or sunlight. We try to avoid that. No, I got a thermal imaging camera.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I'm finished up shooting that today. And then I have a couple of POC Link radios, which I've never played with. So that'll be upcoming. I had to charge them. They were both dead. I was going to actually start recording and no battery. Oh, well, so much for that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Have you ever messed with those?
Well, I was going to say the thermal imaging camera sounds like an interesting one. I don't have one of those. I've got the probe, it just tells you the temperature. Mm-hmm. But I've always wanted to have a look and get one of the thermal imaging ones, mainly for when I'm testing like amplifiers or cables or something, looking for hotspots. Because
it's great.
Really good to be able to, yeah. I know they use them in switchboards and things as well, so they're really good for that.
It'll show heat differences, and it has, a couple different ranges. And the price on it is actually, I thought, pretty dang reasonable for what it is. I mean, the ones we used in the fire department were $5,000 a piece.
Yeah, okay. So this one's a lot. What is it? What's the brand or model?
This is a Kaiweets.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I have one that I had bought, I don't know, a couple of years ago, a Top Don, which works great. They're both similar. I think the Top Don's a little bigger, but the first one we ended up buying for the fire department was put out by Bullard, and that thing was $25,000.
Yeah.
We thought, in a little tiny screen, black and white, but it worked well and did the thing. And then the technology started getting better, and we bought actual FLIR units that are in that gun style, but they were a lot bigger screen and so forth. And those were only $4,000 or $5,000. But
how much is the Kaiweets one, did you say?
The Kaiweets one is, I think, $200.
Yeah, okay.
And there might be a coupon on there. I can't remember.
Yeah. I was just noticed there's a few people in the chat. Frank saying, hang on, that doesn't look like T.O. And Travelling Ham says Steve is looking fine tonight. So Steve's...
That's right.
T.O.'s predisposed tonight. He might join, I'm not sure. He does have the link, but he does have a couple of other things. And I think he's in a bad internet area wherever he's traveling around at the moment. So
yeah, he had to... when we had church this morning, he was streaming from his car in an undisclosed parking lot.
Yes. Oh, my radio's gone to sleep. Yeah, so he might join. I'm not sure. Jason says bands suck right now. Yeah, so I kind of had a bit of a look before the stream, and we were chatting beforehand as well, saying, I don't know how this is going to go, so we might be just shooting the breeze a little bit here, and we might, just interact with you guys in the chat to keep it going along, because I don't know if have you ever used this website before, Jim? SolarHam. This is where I go for seeing everything that's happening with the sun.
I have looked at that, and most of it is way over my head.
There is a lot of stuff on here.
I looked at, in the past couple days, I've been looking at the NOAA site, NOAA.gov, so it's a U.S. site. But it's the same kind of information. I think this site looks a little less government and a little more cool. I forgot about SolarHam.
Yeah. So everyone's been taking photos of Aurora and been seeing all of the Aurora that's been happening. I think there was one actually down here last night, which was around about midnight. I was in bed. I wasn't up to actually watch it. But the SolarHam website gives you a bit of an overview of SFI, solar flux index. You kind of want this as high as possible. Sunspot number, you want this high as well. But the thing that's killing us at the moment is this geomagnetic forecasts, and you can see
Right.
G4, G4, G2. So at the moment we've got a G4 geomagnetic storm happening. The sun spat out a whole heap of stuff in our direction, stuff that's way over my head. If you want to learn more about that, go see Tamitha Scove's Space Weather Woman's channel. She just summarizes it up really well. But yeah, we're sort of sitting, I think, pretty high on the scheme of things, which doesn't really help us in HF land. Once it all dies down, we might be okay. But yeah, it's a little bit. It is a little bit hard for us at the moment. So
I'm hoping
you
to see an aurora tonight.
Yeah.
Now that
So-
that would be unusual for me. I'm at 32 degrees latitude, but they specifically, one of the things I was reading on the NOAA site, they mentioned Alabama, and I'm like, be still my heart. I get to see an aurora.
Have you ever seen one before?
No.
So in May last year, we had probably one of the largest auroras we've ever had. Everyone was talking about it here because we're quite far south in latitude. And so we get auroras, but we didn't have it. It was pretty intense this one night, and we were down there, and we went out to where there was no lights, and you could literally look straight up in the air, and you could see it directly above you. Even so, for us looking south, for you it's looking north, but we were looking south. It was greens and reds and everything. I got a photo. I'll find a photo afterwards.
That'd be awesome.
And you could see it if you looked above you. It almost looked like, it was like a suction straight up into the middle of the sky. It was really cool. It's hard to explain, but it's just amazing.
It's a portal.
It is. So this is the NOAA, NONA forecast that you were talking about. It's not quite getting down to you there though at the moment, but I suppose this will change. I suppose as it in the next little while. I think this is pretty much real time. So
Well, and this is the part that is hard to figure out unless you go somewhere with people a lot smarter than you. It also depends on where the rotation is, I suppose, at the time, too. So that shows like it's oriented over the North Pole, or a pole. I think that's the North Pole it was showing. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, that was the North Pole.
Yeah, because of the coaxial, I like saying that word, the coaxial tilt of the Earth at 22.5 degrees as our, I'm going to say something crazy here, Hayden, as our globe rotates.
Don't let some individuals hear that. We'll
Right.
get into a whole different debate.
Right.
Jody asked, did you order a new Aurora radio or you were just talking about Auroras?
No, I was just talking about auroras. I would love a new Aurora radio. That's hard to say. But I need both kidneys. So,
It is a nice radio though.
oh, it's awesome. And if I didn't already have a flex, an amp, and a tuner, all flex, I would probably have already ordered one. But I don't need a 500 watt radio that's cost as much as the crap I got. So
We'll get to the radio stuff in a minute, but I just wanted to show you this. There you go. That was
oh wow,
that was on that night in question. So you could see here, like you can actually see the outline of the of where it is. Mind you, this is 10 o'clock at night. So this is all... The reason you could see this outline is because how bright it was. So there was all the pinks and the greens and the bit of yellow in there. And then this was, I think this was earlier on in the night. It wasn't quite as bright, but you could see this was all shimmying. It was really amazing. And this was just taken off my iPhone, just in what do you call it? The exposure mode, the shutter mode to take it. And yeah, it looked really nice.
That's a beautiful picture.
Oh, stunning. I took a couple of other photos as well. It's just too bad you can't really get it on video that well.
So Jeff is saying the magnetic field, or not Jeff, I'm sorry, that's Scott. The magnetic field is positive or north-oriented. For Max Aurora, we need it to be negative or south-oriented. Okay.
And see, we also, like, an aurora is actually not super bad for radio. So even though we have all of this, if you jump on to VHF, so like 6 meters or 2 meters, you can actually, and you've got directional antenna, you can point towards the direction of the aurora. So for you guys north, and for us it's south. And you can send CW or sideband off of it. It sounds really warbly when you hear it reflecting back to, contact other stations. So we do it here. We point south. Stations further north on the mainland of Australia point south. And then we can talk to each other bouncing off the aurora, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
It sounds really weird though. It sounds very like Dalek-y, like Star Wars, like Doctor Who, like that.
And it's funny because what's your latitude down there?
42 degrees south.
Yeah, see, I'm at 32 north, so I'm actually too far south generally. There's never been an aurora visible in Montgomery that I'm aware of. Even during the Gannon storm, which I think is the one you're showing the picture from. Yeah,
you're probably the equivalent of like Queensland or something down here. So
yeah,
and they don't really see it up there. Mike, did someone say VHF? Yeah, lots of flutter. It does sound really, really interesting. I did a video last year when we had that aurora because a lot of people were saying the bands are dead and blaming it on just people not being there. But it's like, no, it's actually there's actually a storm going on at the moment. And in that video, I shared a little bit of aurora sound. So we do have the radio ready to go there. So the 7610 is sitting there, and there is a little bit of activity on FT8 at least on 20 meters I've seen. So we'll see how we go. But I was just going to bring this up at the moment. So this is PSK Reporter. That's showing 10 meters. Usually at this time, this is like completely full, and there's only a couple of spots.
You got Florida coming in from Australia.
Well, that's just the thing. Like sometimes there's all this, even though we've got, the forecast doesn't look that bad, doesn't look too good. And I was just going to DX Heat as well. Let me zoom this up. If you've used DX Heat before, so you can scroll down. Oops, I zoomed in too much. So here on the right-hand side, band activity. So my continent is Oceania. There's nothing. It's like a little bit on 40, a little bit on 20. And this basically reads the amount of spots that are coming through. So there's not a lot here. North America, I think, is a little bit different. At least that's got a little bit here on 20 and a little bit on 40. But, yeah, this is looking a little bit... there is no heat. Yeah, it's DX cold. So it's like every continent at the moment is showing nothing, pretty much. So
wow,
we'll see if we can bust through it. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought I talked over you.
No.
So 20 meters kind of looked like it was okay. So there's still okay, that's surprising. There's still a little bit on going to Europe here. I guess that's following kind of the grey line, maybe? I don't know. Not really. No, grey line's up here. But we'll see how we go anyway. So there's a couple of spots there we can jump on. Have you got a radio running there at the moment?
I do.
Okay, maybe we should try a bit of a couple of CQ calls out on 20 meters and see how we go. We can do that first. Now, let's share.
I brought up
this out.
PSK Reporter for mine. I haven't played FT8 today. I'm seeing traffic.
Yeah.
And let me
So we're
share
gonna go up.
that.
Oh, now the other thing I need to point out too is that in this stream, we're literally powered by Litime. I've got my the 50
Higher,
amp
higher.
hour.
We can't see the brand, man.
Oh no, it's.
Come on. Straighten them guns, son.
I wouldn't normally be able to do that with a sealed lead acid battery. So the LiPo 4 battery's nice and lightweight. So I got this one. I got the little 50 amp hour battery, which is replaced a couple of I had a little 30 amp hour version, so this has replaced that one, and this thing will run for hours. So let's go to 20. Now I need to go above 14 point. Is it 14.2 generals over there?
14 to 25.
To 25. That's really weird, isn't
Oh,
it?
you're not going to do FT8. Okay.
No, I'll start off with. We'll just send out a couple of sideband calls because that's always good
All right.
to start off with, and then we can move to FT8 because I think inevitably we're going to be moving to FT8 at some point. Actually, I need to go down a little bit further. There's too much noise there. Let's go 240.
Where are you at? 14 and 240, you think?
Yeah. Nate, stream's blackout protected. That's right. All right, 100 watts. Let's just make sure my mic's working. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? The frequency probably is in use. It's just we can't hear anyone using it because because HF is completely busted.
I hear somebody in the background, way in the background.
Your end.
Yeah.
CQ on 20 meters. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel on 20 meters.
I can't tell. I mean, they're in the sauce.
Yeah.
And I don't hear you at all.
CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel, VK7HH on 20 meters. I've always wondered about that. John says, if no one can hear you, is the frequency really in use?
Right.
It's like if a tree falls in the woods, and no one was around to hear it, did it really fall? Look, we're trying to punch the ionosphere. I've only got 100 watts of power to punch through.
You know what? I could, let's do this.
CQ on 20 meters. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel, VK7HH, VK7HH, calling CQ and listening on 20.
I am going to jump on remote ham radio.
Oh, yeah.
And let's get rid of that.
Do you have a account for that?
I do. I fold some paper, son. I'm just saying. All right, there's the ham radio screen. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out the best way. Let's try Phoenix.
Can I share your screen briefly?
Yeah. And let's go full beams.
So you're on. You've got access to a Yagi here, don't you?
Yes. Where are you at? 14,240?
Yep.
Yeah, let's change that.
Man, you're spending your minutes here.
Yeah.
You got to pay per minute on this thing.
Yes. But first I need to aim the antenna anyway. So
Yeah. So for those that aren't aware what this is, remote ham radio gives you access to a whole bunch of really big stations that have been built by, what's his name? The bloke, W2RE, the tower guy. What's his name? I've forgotten.
Oh, I don't know.
It's real bad. Someone in the chat will know who I'm talking about. Yeah, maybe I've got compression turned off. No, compression's on. I just don't speak loud enough. I don't have enough mic gain. Ray, that's it, Ray.
Ray. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's not dead at you, but it's pretty close.
It's close enough. So do you want me to call now? Are we going to get a loop if you hear me? Probably not.
It gets weird. Let me check where the audio's going on this.
I can just call and see what happens. I can't hear it my end, so.
Okay, just call and see what happens. I'm not sure if I'm hearing my radio or yours at this point.
Okay. Oh, hold on. There you go. Does that help?
Oh, I had the volume turned down. That's part of it. So I've got you in my ears, and I've got this coming out of the computer speakers.
Okay. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. VK7HH calling 12345 on 20 metres. VK7HH calling... No, I'm not calling 12345. I'm calling CQ. VK7 Hotel Hotel. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. Calling and listening. I better turn my volume up just in case someone calls back.
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all.
No. John's getting me 5.9 on YouTube, so that's good.
Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey to VK7HH. Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, VK7HH.
Nothing at all. I think 20's dead.
I hear somebody in the
20 is
background, but I mean just barely.
Ooh,
When I heard him.
that was on yours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You can call again. Call him.
Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey 3 Papa Alpha Whiskey. Whiskey 3 Papa Alpha Whiskey from Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey.
Lots of whiskeys.
You're real strong. You've got 15 every night tonight.
I don't.
I'm not sure if he's calling you or talking to someone else.
I think he's talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Let me try and jiggle the antenna a little bit. Let's see. You're
We should jump on
230.
7200, Jody, I reckon.
Let's try 240.
VK2 and a VK3 talking norm. What, on 14240? I can't hear them at all.
All right, I muted him for now. All right, so you are directly in the middle of it. I hear somebody talking. Let's try, let's go up 5 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What?
Oh, no, you've been kicked out. Let me just take your password off screen.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
All right, so I've gone up to 245 now.
Okay.
So VK2EX heard me call. Okay, I'll try again. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? I've gone up 5 and there's a little bit of noise there, but that's okay. John says your credit card limit's just been reached. CQ, 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 Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel, Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel on 20 metres, calling CQ and listening.
VK7HH, VK2EX.
VK2EX, VK7HH. Yes, you can hear me. Very strong. I'll give you a signal report on the next over. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger,
Roger there, Hayden. Name here is Paul. QDH is Dubbo. We're just,
Dubbo.
you know where Dubbo is. Anyway, yeah, coming through quite nicely. Here you're about 5 and 5, I think, or 5-7, somewhere around there.
Yeah, okay there, Paul. Yeah, you're a 5 and 6 of 56 here into Tassie at the moment. So not going too bad. That's pretty good. Just looking at the conditions and everything else, I was going to say when Norm said there that he couldn't that he could hear VK3 and VK2 and I couldn't hear him. I thought, wow, the bands must be really dead. But I thought they must be going at least somewhere. So, but I suppose yeah, Tassie to Dubbo's working over.
Yeah, Roger that. I've just got the beam on you now, so I'm pointing dead south and hearing you 5 by 9.
Yeah, okay, I'll revise that then. 5 by 7 on the meter here, so I've got the preamp turned off as well. But no, good stuff. Thanks, Paul, for coming up. That's good. At least we made a contact over.
Yeah, Roger. There was a couple of VK3s I could hear. Being in the middle of everything, I couldn't hear anything from America, which is coming through a long pass at the moment, or it should be normally this time of the day, but absolutely nothing over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'll don't know if Jim's hearing me at the moment on 245 now from the remote, but he might be able to hear you too, potentially if you move the beam towards him over.
Yeah, Roger, I'll just swing the beam back around a bit more to the southwest and see what we see, whether Jim can hear me or not. So that should be about pointing towards him now. Anyway, we'll go ahead with it and hear what we see. VK7HH, VK2EX.
You hearing, Jim?
No. No,
Okay. Yeah, okay, Paul, no problems at all. I'll get Jim can have another listen here and see if he can hear you. I had my audio, I think, on running through, so he might have. It's a bit hard to hear between two radios going on at once on the other side of the world.
On YouTube,
delay,
yeah, it's weird.
On delay as well. So we'll see how we go. VK2EX, maybe just try once more. VK7HH.
Hang on 1 second. Let me connect up back to the amp. I was connected to the 100 watt station, so I quit spending money.
Oh, okay.
Upper sideband.
He's just connecting the amp at the moment, Paul, over.
Roger, then I've got 400 off. Use the edge, being long pass.
You hearing someone now? He's not talking at the moment.
Is Paul calling me?
No, I'll ask him to. Can you give Jim a call now just to see how you go over?
What?
Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey.
Okay, whiskey.
There's something there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's.
Oh, X-ray, over.
Yeah, someone else is calling my end now.
I'm not hearing him at all. I can try calling him.
I don't think he heard you at all there, Paul, but he can try calling if you want over.
Yeah, Roger, I think I did hear something in the background there, but give him another go.
Yeah, give him a call and see how it goes.
Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey. What's Paul's call sign?
VK2EX.
VK2DX?
EX. Echo
EX.
X-ray.
It's in the very background, but can't make sense of it. But there is a voice there, very, very weak. But I was only running 40 watts then too, so I just turned the amplifier on. So I've got 400 now.
Yeah, okay. It was worth the try. All right, no worries. Thanks, Paul. It was worth a try. I think we could just hear, couldn't we, Jim? Just in the background,
I hear voices in the background.
Yeah, a little bit of just voices briefly in the background. So thanks for coming up anyway, Paul. So we'll keep going and see if we can get anyone else over.
There's no worries, Hayden. Great talking to you. I think it's our first contact as well on air anyhow. 7-3 to you, buddy. Cheers.
No worries, 73. Thanks, mate. Talk to you later on. Yeah. Very interesting. Did you want to try another? Did you want to try another band?
Yeah, you want to try 40?
We could try 40. It's probably the wrong time of day, I think, for here because it's daytime here, and we'll see how we go. We can give it a try.
Well, give me a band then. I can change.
Well, I'm kind of looking at. Let me take that out and put this up. What band's going to be best between us two? So let's go 40 and have a look. There's a few lines, but not a lot of lines, and that's all FT8. Maybe we could try that.
Okay.
Some of the higher ones I'll just check first. 10s. Okay, 10's completely gone. 15. There's a little bit of 15. Yeah, all right. Let's go 40.
Okay.
Just see what happens.
7240. I'm just pulling numbers.
7240. That should be fine at this time of day. We don't get any of the broadcasters up there, which is good.
All right. I'm connected. Am I on the amp or not? I don't.
Let's turn that down a little bit.
VK7HH, VK7HH from Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey. VK7HH, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, standing by.
Not a sausage. Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey. Oh, hold on. I need to tune up. Is the frequency in use? VK7HH. So always check to make sure. Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel, Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel calling. There's nothing.
Try it one more time.
Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel calling.
No, sir. No, somebody moved the antenna. Sons of biscuits.
Someone's logged in and competing with you, are they?
Well, I don't know. They must have borrowed it and started moving the antenna.
So where are you operating out of? You're operating out of what? Phoenix,
What's that?
Are you? So you're operating out of Phoenix at the moment?
Yes, correct.
So
Okay.
what happens? Do you compete with other people who are operating on the same system and shifting the antennas around?
Well, you can only one person can do it at one time. Let me scoot that thing up a little bit. Okay. All right, easy, cowboy.
That's close
All right.
enough.
Yeah. All right, let me turn it up so I can hear this.
Do you want me to turn mine down, or are you good?
Yeah, kill your output audio from the radio. Give it a call, see if I can hear anything.
Okay. Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey. This is Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. Calling and listening?
Nothing.
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 I think we're going to have to... we're probably going to have to resort to FT8 potentially. Can you do FT8 on remote ham radio?
I can, but I don't usually do that.
That's okay.
Well, let's give it a shot. If I remember how to do it.
Hang on. Someone's calling me now. QRZ, Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. Oh. That's really down in the noise. Yeah, station calling, you are really down in the noise, no copy, no copy. Try again, Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel, over. See on the waterfall, you could just see these brief lines that appear. I think that's an optical illusion sometimes.
For me, your voice audio is barely audible over the radio. So I don't know how it is for everybody else, but
Barely audible over the radio.
oh, I hear somebody.
Oh. VK3 station, go again. Oh, you mean that the audio's turned up too loud like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is hard to do, folks.
Oh, that's Simon. VK3 BIX. Have you jumped on? You jumped on your remote radio. Have you got? Can you give us a woohoo this time? Because last time you did that, you broke the connection over. Oh, where's he gone? Okay, I probably can't give you an S2. I could probably give you a you're barely there. It's probably a 3x1. I just knew that it was you because when you do the when you gave us a woohoo, that adds an extra 6 dB. I think over. Very hard to hear, isn't it? Yeah, okay, Simon, I'm not copying you anymore. Gone down into the mud. So thanks for trying. Over. Oh.
Go north Melbourne next week, buddy. And great stream, mate. And we will.
Oh, don't worry. I heard that. Yeah, we'll see how we go. You just come up in signal. You probably come up to about an S1 or S2 just then. Over. Simon.
Put a big team up and have some fun with it, mate.
Yeah, that'd be great. Be good to be able to work you then that way. So yeah, that's good to work you on your remote. All right, I'll leave you to it, and we'll see how we go. We might have to move to another band or something and see how we go. Cheers for now, Simon. VA, almost VK3 BIX VK7HH. Over. No worries, see you, mate. Notice, so Daniel's saying that he can hear me on 7240, but being a Brit, I can't transmit on 7240. So what frequency can you transmit on? Because I'm pretty sure that we could move and try that. Because if we could get the UK right now, that would be very much amazing if that happens. I gather you didn't hear Simon at all then, either?
No, I'm moving. I changed radio stations.
So what are you operating on? You're operating out of somewhere else now, the East Coast rather than the West Coast.
Yeah. Jody mentioned that maybe that would work better, so... All right.
And at what point does it change from long path to short path?
I don't know.
Well, you're on short path, I think, at the moment, so...
Yeah, that would be my guess. I'd have to aim it opposite of you.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay,
Holy
that was
moly.
a little loud. Sorry. I hear AM traffic on 7240.
Yeah.
let's see.
We should definitely go stir him up on 7,200 though. That sounds like a great idea.
I think so.
So
they're already cooking on 7,200.
They're already so. I wonder if I can hear anything on 7,200 from here. I doubt it. No, all is quiet in the world.
Let's see.
I haven't seen Daniel on come back yet, who said he was hearing me. So 40 meters looks like it's jumping then where you are, so you're obviously getting something.
Try let's try 7220.
7220, and we'll just say thanks to Chris for the $5 super chat. Bands have been horrible, even FT8. I reckon we'll have to we'll move to FT8 shortly and see how we go. Kim says, I think giving 15 meters a try for kicks and giggles would be good. I mean, we could do that too.
Sure. All right, are you ready? Yep.
Yeah, I'm on 7220.
Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey to VK7HH. VK7HH Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey. Now I hear other people yakking.
I think they were calling you, were they?
No, not that I can tell. Give me a shot, Hayden.
All right. Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey, Whiskey Tango 1 Whiskey. This is Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel Hotel calling on 7220.
No.
Nope.
Negative.
So UK 40 band, 40 meter band upper limit is 7,200. So was Daniel still hearing me on 7220? Because I can go lower. I can definitely go lower.
Oh yeah, I can go lower.
How low can we go?
70.
7.
I think 7,000. I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, the bottom half is CW though. We won't go that low.
I mean, somewhere
that-
above 70, 74, so probably 7,100, 7,150 would be fine.
Yeah. Mate, I can't afford remote ham radio. That's for the big guns like Jim.
Right.
Hey, it's remote ham radio is great because you do get access to like a massive station, right? But it doesn't come cheap. Unless you're a student. If you're a student or a youth, then you get access to the youth
Right.
stations as well.
It's the monthly fee. There's a monthly fee. It's $20 a month or $99 a year, which is a way better deal than $20 a month.
Yeah.
But then there's airtime. Every time the radio is engaged up there in the corner, you can see right now I'm disconnected. And depending on the station, it's somewhere between 10 cents a minute and $1.25 a minute. I think for 10 cents a minute, you can listen on another radio. And there are some stations that are like, I don't know, 60 or 70 cents a minute to transmit on. So if there's somebody I really, 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 really want to get a QSO with, I will absolutely pull this up and cheat all day. And I ain't proud.
I hope that you're not. I hope that you're not sitting on there at the moment and it's costing you money right now, just chatting away. You've disconnected, right?
No, I'm disconnected because it's showing connect.
Yeah. Thanks, Jody, for the $6 Canadians for the remote ham radio fund. That'll go. That'll do at least 6 minutes on remote ham radio, so that's good.
I don't think so.
All right. So for the UK, I'm just going to dial down you can stay there, Jim, if you want, so that you don't have to spend too much of your remote ham radio dollars.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
My WSJTX is fighting with me. So I'll go 7185. So I'm on 7185 at the moment. I'll just take that out. 7185. And we'll see how we go. Hey, 25 watts out. You don't know. I'm only running 100 watts, so see how we go.
I'm moving the antenna.
Okay. I'll give a call out now and see how we go. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? And then we can try 15 metres. CQ. This is Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. Calling on 7185. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. Calling and listening.
I just heard somebody say QSL, but I don't think they were answering you.
CQ. This is Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. Calling on 7185. Victor Kilo 7 Hotel. Calling and listening. Looking for the UK.
Yeah, I don't hear you. But I'm not aimed at you now either. I'm aimed at Europe.
It's just something so therapeutic about listening to static, isn't there?
Yes, sure.
You had to think about that for a little while.
I was trying to give a congenial answer.
There was none. Okay. Let's. I think Kim said to go up to 15, so I can go up to 15 just to have a bit of fun, so we can see how we go. Kim.
Oh, somebody
Kim
stole my radio out from under me.
Oh no. Someone can pick. Kim, you can pick a frequency on 15 if you want, and I'll go there. 15 on PSK reporter looks reasonable.
Kim is West Coast, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so. K6YYL. So.
Yeah, she's West Coast.
And I will say, Kim, I did look on 6 meters, and there's nothing. After this, maybe there might be something. So you've got access to another radio, have you?
Yeah, I just changed radios. I had disconnected from the one I was using, and even though I'm not connected, so it showed somebody connecting, and then the antenna started moving, and I wasn't the one moving at that time.
No. That must be frustrating, though, if you're paying by the minute and then someone starts moving the antenna on you.
Well, no, I was disconnected, so I wasn't at that time paying. I could just it still showed the graphic of the antenna moving.
Yeah.
So, like, if somebody is flipping through and hoping to get this station right now, they see the antenna moving.
But you're connected, so you've got access to it at the moment.
Yeah. Nobody can move it from me right now.
Right.
Until I disconnect from this radio.
So there's 3 people at the moment that are currently using that system. Eastport, is it Lubeck, and then Atlanta?
Yeah, there's Atlanta, and I don't know which one that is. And then not every station will cover every band.
Yep. So this is you've been connected for 1:30. Does it cost for transmit time or it cost for receive time?
Yes.
Yes. So you've just paid $1 to move the antenna.
Actually more like $2 at this point.
Yep. Handprep Paul asks, is that software showing the ICOM screen or a DVI cable? So this is a This is a DVI feed directly into an HDMI capture card. So DVI to HDMI. It looks pretty sweet. It's not too bad. So no, it's not a camera showing the screen. All right. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Apparently you fold big paper.
Somebody is. What frequency you're on? I changed the sideband, but I haven't changed the frequency. Where are we at? 21,292?
21,292. CQ, 15 metres, Victor Kilo 7, Hotel. Victor Kilo 7, Hotel. Calling on 15. Victor Kilo 7, Hotel. Calling and listening. Nothing. Nothing.
Nope.
Can we declare the bands are dead?
Victor Kilo 7, Hotel, Victor Kilo 4, Golf Romeo Alpha.
Victor Kilo 4, Golf Romeo Alpha. Victor Kilo 7, Hotel. Good morning. I'll give you a signal report on the next over when I'm actually looking at the S meter over.
Good evening. Good morning. I was just watching you on YouTube there. Your signal report is 5 by 3 into Ipswich, Queensland, I think.
Yeah, QSL. I have you about a 5 by 1, a 51. Bit of QSB there, but looks like all we're getting at the moment is, or at least to me, is VK to VK over. I mean, that's hard work.
Follow those videos, and I appreciate them from Michael Oakford. Back to you there, Hayden. For final.
Yeah, QSL, sorry, what was the name over?
Okay, it's pretty hard to remember. Graham, Hotel Alpha Mike. I'm an old hand, so I've got grey hair. Over.
Yeah, no worries there, Graham. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, quite a bit of QSB at the moment, but you'll be able to go back and have a listen to your signal later on the replay of the live stream if you want. But got you there, so thanks for the contact and appreciate you coming up. Over.
See you later. Best of luck.
Roger, 73 VK7HH. Should we do some FT8, Jim?
Yeah, we can try
Now
that.
you watch. We've got 254 people watching at the moment. 4 people literally just dropped off, and you watch the amount of people that'll drop off as soon as we go to FT8. Because I did a stream the other week that was like this, and everyone disappeared as soon as we mentioned that word. So no one disappeared.
All right, I'm doing FT8,
Yep.
and I'm on a
start it up.
120-foot GXP 555 stack, whatever the hell that actually means.
Now what are we on? Are we going to start with 15?
We're already on 15, so yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let's go 15. Let's see if this is the perfect use case for FT8 when the bands are really bad and really dead and won't support sideband. Let's move to FT8 and see what happens.
And we don't have to listen to this, which is a bonus.
Well, we can listen to this.
You're killing me, Smalls.
So, do you want me to call? I can call.
Yeah, go ahead and
call.
call.
I'll call you. Are you actually monitoring?
I am. I'm looking at it right now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll call
If
you.
I remember how to use this interface, it's a little different than.
And I'll call on even.
Okay.
Well, I was going to. We just skipped it. I'll just wait till the next round. Oh, look at that. Viewership's actually peaked. It's gone the other way now that we've shown FT8. Who would have thought? I see VK4GEO. He was in the chat earlier, so he's pretty strong at -3. Okay, I'm transmitting now.
All right.
Yep, I'm putting out all the watts. Without the SSB background, my tinnitus becomes annoying again. Thanks. Oh, well, we could sort that out for you, Jody. There you go. Jim loves that sound, don't you, Jim?
It's the song of my people.
You're not seeing me?
Oh. No.
So what are
I
you
see
displaying?
C0, I see C08LY. That guy is always on FT8. The Cuban guy. I have like 100 contacts with that one dude alone from FT8.
The guy that I see on FT8 all the time is the guy that is always POTA portable. Is it K7 car? K6 car? K7
Yes,
car?
K7CAR. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got him too.
Yeah.
I got a ZL station coming in.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to work him.
I've got your full screen. ZL3TX. Well, I'll stop calling you then, because that's probably the ZL probably can hear me.
This is where they all drop off.
What, when I stop calling? Or you mean the viewers? No, we're up to 2. It's gone up. I don't know what's happened. Usually when you bring FT8 on the screen, everyone disappears. They're like, oh, I'm not interested in this anymore. We must
Come
be
on,
doing
answer me,
something
dude.
right.
He hadn't answered me yet. I'm sending almost 700 watts of FT8 at him.
So John says that apparently I'm reaching the US. Okay, let's have a look at that.
I've got that up. If you want to, well, you'd have to share this screen. So
Well, I was going to show my call sign.
yeah. Yes,
Ooh,
you're
okay.
reaching. You're reaching.
Okay. Not that kind of reach. That reach.
I didn't say anything about any other kind. You dirty-minded old man.
So we're getting to Samoa, to Hawaii, WA6RT in California. You can hear me. W1SRD. So California, Arizona, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida. So sort of flying over your head then, and not getting to where you are, but a few other people are hearing me. Maybe we can call CQ instead. So this is a good way to view your spots and how you're getting out, and do some antenna testing as well, is by going to PSK Reporter and putting these filters in. You can transmit a couple of rounds, and then you can then see where you're getting out to. John says he feels like it's Grey Line related, yeah. Hey, we've only got a couple more minutes left here too, because I know that 2.0 is streaming and he's giving away an FT710, so we might have to wrap it up. But I'd say that this has been successful in telling us that it's not possible to make contact today. Does that sound like a reasonable thing?
Yeah, that pretty well covers it, dude.
Well, we made a couple of contacts to VK, and you were hearing ZL. You weren't quite getting through, were you?
No, he wasn't trying to get to. I just turned it off, Norman.
Lon's just turned up. Now I have worked.
Hey, Lon.
I've worked Lon on FT8 before from here, but the bands weren't as dead as they are now. So
I have never gotten Lon. I have you in my ham alert, Lon. And every time I see you on FT8, if I'm anywhere near the radio, I will try and get you. And you never answer me. You're not returning my calls. I'm just saying.
Well, so the funny thing was, when I worked Lon, he had his antenna strung on his, I think it was his kid's play swing set or something on the back.
Yeah.
So the antenna was not in a prime location at all. And it was really good. Yes, you do need to get back on. It'd be good.
Yes.
Be good. We need to get. You should come on. You should come on one day on here, and we can chat about stuff. That'd be good. I actually one thing that I did get off of Lon's channel the other day was I watched a video. I'm a big Nintendo 64 nut. I grew up playing that game, and I bought the Summer Kart 64 that he had on his channel the other day, and that's It's really, really cool. I've been playing around with that, and the only problem is my Nintendo 64 does. It feels a little bit like Yaesu and Icom radios with the DVI out, the composite, trying to get the composite on your 65-inch TV.
Right.
It's not really much. It's not really it's not so much the quality. It's more the lag time as well between hitting buttons and trying to play a game. It's really difficult.
I watch Lon's channel all the time, and he costs me money because between ham radio and the stuff that's on Lon's channel, and if y'all have never seen it, he does like all sorts of tech review stuff.
Yeah,
it's a great channel.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I also follow the YouTube stuff as well and the algorithm stuff, and I don't get half of the notifications from like videos, especially from Lon's channel. And it's like I went through browsing the other day and saw a whole pile of, like, there was even ham radio videos I think that you did, or you mentioned something about, and maybe it was a Nintendo video. And I'm like, that's something that I'm interested in, but I didn't get notified about it. It's just really weird sometimes. But W5XO, I saw him on your screen. I think that's someone in the chat as well. So I'm seeing a few more stations now on 15. So
I turned off remote ham radio. Let me fire up. The Flex is already on. I just didn't have that software running.
So, have you been monitoring from home at all, from your place?
Yeah.
Okay. But you haven't heard me at all from home?
Oh, no. Right now, while we're doing this, no, I have not.
Okay.
No, I went with RHR just to try and maximize the chances of anything working. Let's see. All right, now I'm on locally here.
Okay. Well, let me just I'll send out a quick CQ and just see if you can hear me. Or sorry, not a quick CQ. I'll call you directly on odd.
So that means I need to be on even?
Yes, but only if you hear me.
I always get those confused, how that works.
Even seconds, odd seconds. Odd.
Yeah, I know, but
sorry.
if you're transmitting on even, do I need to be on odd?
So if you saw me on the screen, so like if I popped up here and you double clicked me, it automatically changes you to the opposite one.
To the opposite. I thought that's what it did.
Yeah. But if we were both calling each other at the moment at the same time on say even or both on odd, then obviously that's not going to work because we're both transmitting.
We'd never see each other.
Yeah.
I am not seeing you, buddy.
That's all right. It was worth a shot.
CO8LY, there you are. I see W5XO. I've apparently talked to him before because he's a green highlight on my... How much power am I running? 100 watts.
So you got the Flex there?
I do.
Yep. But not the Aurora. All right. There's a few people that are popping over to 2.0's channel because he's doing a big giveaway at the moment. But before we head out, I just want to say thanks, Jim, for joining us. Thanks everyone in the chat as well.
Great time.
And check out your channel because you got that video coming out about that thermal camera soon. So that's going to be good to watch.
Lon, let's do it. The collab.
Let's do it.
Sounds like a plan.
We can organise that. We'll brainstorm something up and we'll be able to jump on and chat.
I mean, he's much more famous than either one of us, so his time is,
we're starstruck just having him in the chat. So
yeah, really, it's like
go check out
a real
Lon's
YouTube celebrity is here, not some goofball ham guy.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I was talking about you.
Oh, were you? Oh, okay. Well, one thing that he's been doing a few videos on is bots and spam bots and everything in videos. You know that you're getting big when you're getting spam bots in your comments and on your live stream. We don't have that problem yet because we're not big enough. So we don't
never had that problem, Lon. I welcome that problem if that'd be a
Yeah.
good problem, I guess, to have, relatively speaking.
You'd want to go
but
through after a video deleting all of the spam bot comments, wouldn't you?
Totally. Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see how we go maybe in a couple of weeks' time. I think next week we've got a different topic potentially that we're going to cover. So thanks again, Jim. Thanks, guys. See you later on. Go over to 2.0's channel and win yourself, I think, a 710. Bye for now.